What's up, guys? DLE Kamel here on Thanksgiving night, but you're going to be watching this the day after. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates it, but I also want to say that I'm thankful for everyone out there in DLE gang. Thank you for your support. Anyone who's been there since the start, anyone who's been here from the last year, if you've come yesterday, I appreciate you sincerely, and we appreciate your support and your understanding. As you know, things happen, changes happen. We are always appreciative of your understanding and your support. So without further ado, let's get into the Duel World update for December, to all Duel's upcoming updates. All right, so let us start with the first thing here. The Case Cup's going on right now, but right after that, we're going to have a Trey event, and that's going to wrap up November. At the start of December, we are going to obtain a new legendary duelist. Obtain a certain character, team up with your friends, and challenge the Mech Lord Emperor to get the new Yugioh Chaos Infinity. Boom. So this is a trap card. Change as many defense position monsters on the field as possible to face up attack position. Then special summon one Mechlord monster from your deck or graveyard, but its effects are negated. Also, it is destroyed during the end phase. Okay, so so the first part of this effect is pretty generally useful. Change defense position monsters to attack. So that is going to be its general effect, but then it's going to have a Mechlord Emperor effect. But on the grander scale of things for this event, this is going to be the unlock event for Granel, if you would like to call him that, because Primo is called by his anime name of that form of Aporia. So this, I believe, is gonna be Granel, dude, unless it is Aporia, which is also a possibility. I'm not sure what Konami is going for here precisely, but you know, they could try to turn the two characters into one. They could put another Aporia form in the game in the form of Granel and not put the Aporia character here. You know, we don't know what Konami is gonna do. You know, it is Konami. It could be either or. But Chaos Infinity is going to be the UR for this event. With Granel coming to the game, we're going to get all of the Mechlord Granel pieces, Mechlord Emperor Granel, and I think that is why we're going to get the Aporia form, which is weird because we got some of the skill cards for the skill form, but he's not in the game yet, so maybe we'll get him after this as well. The SR for this event will be Granel Attack, and this is a level 1 Mechlord Granel piece. If there's no face-up Mechlord Emperor on the field, destroy this card. If a Mechlord, a monster you control, attacks a defense position monster, it can attack once again in a row. So only useful in Mechlords. And this is actually an anime-only card. It only appears in the anime and in Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force. It is not actually a printed TCG card. So it is coming to Duel Links before it is actually playable. Pretty interesting. But Mechlords have not really done anything in Duel Links so far. So I don't know, we're gonna have to get some pretty sick stuff with this next character for it to change that. So at the same time as this new character is unlockable, we're gonna have access to a mission research and the new SR card. Unformed Void will be obtainable via the Duel Links mission research. This is a rank 4 light aqua Xyz, which requires 3 level 4 monsters. Once per turn during your opponent's main phase, you can attach 1 Xyz material from this card. This card gains attack and defense equal to the total attack of all face-up Xyz monsters your opponent currently controls. This is a quick effect. Alright, so this immediately jumps out to me as something that would be played in Teller Knights or decks that run the Star Seraph engine with the stick and chair that requires you to make 3 material Xyz monsters. It does say that this effect can only be used during your opponent's main phase, although it is a quick effect, so it can be activated at any time during your opponent's main phase. I think that this is pretty darn good for when you are facing down a pretty big threat. Teller Knights do have a problem that they cannot get over 2500. This gives you a monster That is the total of any XZs, so you do have to be very careful. I think this is still going to be a side deck card, despite it having a generally useful effect, although it requires, you know, your opponent to control XZ monsters, so it's going to be only good in certain matchups, especially the water deck, which is the most meta-relevant XZ deck right now, the water deck. This is going to be a big Teledyte versus water deck matchup helper card, but that is all I can really think of. It's not indestructible by any effects, so it's still vulnerable to like an Abyss Roller pop, so it's good against Spider Shark, Bahamut Shark, stuff like that, but pretty interesting against Xyz decks only, sorry. Alright, so after the Duelist Mission Research in mid-December, we're going to have Duelist Kingdom. This is the new Duelist Kingdom event that has only appeared once before. Now it's coming back. Duelist other players, excuse me. I don't know how to speak. Konami does. Duelist other players in Pegasus Island, collect star chips to challenge Pegasus. And we will be obtaining the UR card, Archfiend's Staff of Despair. This is an equip spell. Equip only to a monster you control. During your main phase, you can make all monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack equal to half the equipped monster's attack until the end of this turn, even if this card loses the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can pay 1,000 life points during this. Return this card to your hand. You can only use each effect of Archery Staff of Despair once per turn. Whoa, so this is actually like a power creeped Axe of Despair, and we're getting it from an event, so very interesting. It says you can make all monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack, so I don't think this is an effect that will activate automatically once it's equipped. It's something that you can activate once it resolves onto a monster, and then its effect of being sent to the graveyard once it's equipped is very nice too, although it can be Cosmic Cyclone, then it will not get that effect. But if it is hit by MST, and MST is very common in the current meta, you will still get that effect, albeit you will have to first get off the effect to lower all of your opponent's attack points first. So if there's already an MST set on the field, this is not going to activate through it. However, if your opponent does not have an MST right away, but then they get one later on to cancel this effect, its effect will remain even if it leaves the field, but only for the currently controlled monsters. So this is one of the best equipped cards that we have in Duel Links. Morphtronics are going to be running this card. Control decks, free-to-play control decks are going to be running this card. I'm actually very interested to see where do we see this card played. It has a very unique equip effect. Let me know in the comments if I got its effect right. Let me know what you think about it. The SR from the Pegasus event is going to be Blast Sphere. And I could have sworn this card is a Duel Links. I know I've seen an NPC use it against me. It's a level 4 Dark Machine Desperado, baby. If this face-down defensive mission card was attacked by an opponent's monster, before damage calculation, equip this card to the attacking monster. Then during your opponent's next standby phase, destroy the monster this card is equipped to. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack the destroyed monster had on the field. So this actually won't proc Desperado because you're going to be equipped, and then it'll be sent to the graveyard, I believe, after you destroy the monster. Yeah, I don't actually think Desperado will proc because Blast Spear will be sent to the graveyard once its equippy is destroyed. Let me know if I'm wrong, but if it does get destroyed, it'll be pretty good Desperado, but I do not believe it does actually get destroyed. So hey, I don't know if we have this card in Duel Links right now, but if it is getting added, pretty cool. I know it's definitely been on the NPCs for a while. Then we're gonna have Tour Guide Mission Bingo. That doesn't look like there's any new cards there. And then Quattro will be added to the gate. I predicted this. Quattro was the next to last character from Zexal era that we got within the first year. Trey is going to be added to the gate after his event happens, which is the next event that is coming up. If you take a look up here, Trey for the Sake of Family is November 29th to December 7th. So this is his third event in Duel Links. And then after that, the next time you'll be seeing Trey in the announcements is where we're seeing Quattro right here. It has he's being added to the gate, and you'll be able to obtain his skill via a lifetime mission. Pretty nice. All right, so we've got another major event here. Duelist Chronicles 5Ds, the Three Emperors of Iliasser. This is going to be a dice board event. We haven't had one of these in a while. A new chapter of Duelist Chronicles 5Ds. Half a year has passed since the battle against the Dark Signers, and a new threat has appeared before Yusa and his friends move along the board to get the new UR card. Oh, not that. Armory Call. It's a trap card. Boom. Add one equip spell from your deck to your hand, then you can equip it to one appropriate monster you control. You can only activate one Armory Call per turn. So this card is actually pretty good, and it synergizes with the previous equip spell that was really good, or it can synergize with Power of the Guardians, which is also really good. You can add an equip spell from your deck to your hand, then equip that card that you added to anything. It's a quick play. Not a quick play, but it does it right, as this card resolves. So if your opponent does not commit to back row removal, or if you go first, you set this up, then you can just equip Power of the Guardians from the deck. Your opponent can't respond to it with spell and traps if they already set their MST, or you can equip that new fancy UR equip that halves all your opponent's monsters' attacks, and you will already have this out if your opponent did not commit to MST on the board. So a little nice add-on card, and then the SR card is oh, there is no SR card for this. But this event will give you a Jack Atlas skill, and so the Three Emperors of Iliasser, a little context into what I think the skill could be. Jack Atlas, around the beginning of the Iliasser arc, he does some stuff with like the Crimson Dragon, and he gets Red Nova Dragon in that little side anime arc. So I think maybe there's gonna be some skill for him to summon Red Nova Dragon very easily, or make it easy for him to summon Red Nova Dragon. That's my little 2 cents. We'll see what happens though. In late December, we've gotten Duel Quest, advanced through Duel Quest, you just do it by dueling, and you get the SR card, Say Yaryu. And yes, this is a normal card, and it is a level 7 dragon, a mystical dragon that burns away the unworthy with its mystic flames. Thank you for playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And now, what you're all here for, a new character will appear in December. Win duels to obtain the new UR card, Express Train Trolley Ollie, and that is right, Anna Kaboom, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal side character, is going to be obtainable in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. This is our first side character, our first true side character for Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. And guys, if you know me, I have been talking a whole ton of shit on stream about how we will never get Anna Kaboom. Trains will just be slapped into a box as crap support, although that may still be true. And we will not get this character. They're going to gloss over them. But man, they are adding Anna Kaboom into Duel Links. Yeah, I'll steamroll their whole squad. So Express Train Trolley Ollie is a level 4 Machine Earth, an Exist monster that was summoned using this card on the field as material gains this effect if it is summoned and gains 800 attack. So if you don't know, trains are typically like rank 10, 11, 12 Exist monsters. So I don't know what we're getting these rank 4s, but you can get guaranteed that if we're getting a character archetype in the game, these level 4 monsters will probably be able to turn into level 10 or 12s via a Anna Kaboom, skill Hachdo, train skill, level change skill, something like that, level duplication, train duplication skill. So that is what I'm counting on for these event cards for her first roaming event. This character will appear, it's going to be a roaming character, it will not be obtainable in late December. So Anna is going to be looking at hopefully a January, February release date, but not obtainable in late December when their event comes around. And then the SR is going to be Lionhearted Locomotive. It is a level 4 Earth Machine. When this card declares the attack, its attack becomes half its original attack until the end of the damage step, and it is a 2400 attack point monster. So it basically just, you summon it at 2400, and it's kind of like a wall for you until you're able to set up your train strategy. So, you know, whatever, you're not going to be attacking with this, and I don't think this is going to be a part of your train deck once trains get fully implemented into Duel Links. But yeah, man, I'm excited for another Xyz archetype into Duel Links. It's always very nice when we get you know, a peek at something. Let me know if there's any really good train cards that you are excited for. I know that I'm excited for this equip spell, for sure, the Archfiend equip spell that's coming forth. And this is going to be the last Duel World update of the year. What do you guys think? I think ending like this, nothing critical from events this year, man. We got Harpy Oracle, and that was it. And a Kaboom is going to be roaming. The plus side about this is that I think that this is going to be one of the last synchro events for a while, the last Mech Lord events, and it seems like they're wrapping up the 5D's story arc. They're doing 2 events in this month. This event, this 5D's Chronicles event, should wrap up the 5D story, and I really hope that it's done so that we can never get 5Ds, never get synchro events ever again. We can move on, get Xyz monsters, get Pendulum monsters, enough crappy synchro era cards that make 0 relevance to the game. So let's keep it going. Let's get these events out of the way. Guys, I enjoyed this month's Duel World update. Let me know what you think. Peace out. Happy holidays.